So it's been a year and a half since I've placed this order. May 2024, I placed this order. I happened to place this order for this truck as well. Well, if you're on social media or been following really any construction modeling pages, you will know that this truck has now been released. I have been emailing Carson Diecast every 6 months or so, and then they would change the ETA, and then change the ETA, change the ETA. It was supposed to have it for Christmas last year. Then every couple months, all throughout Christmas of 2024. Then all throughout last year of 2025, I emailed every several months asking them, and it'd be push back. Told early November, then told December, then told end of January, and surprise, it showed up now. So today is January 12th, 2026, and you can see my order number, or my order was May 31st, 2024. So we're a year and a half, almost 2 years. So it's a pre-order. It's one of this truck. It's Greenlight exclusive, Carson exclusive. All right, so let's take it out and take a look at it. I mean, I already opened it just to make sure, open the box just to make sure that this is good and everything looks good before I open it on here. And the order was supposed to come back in November. Actually, they were asking end of September originally. So I had them change my address to my parents' house because I was between places. And so my parents ended up dropping it off, and they wanted to see what the model was, so I opened it to show them and just to make sure everything looks good. So it's about time. 2022, which is 2024, so 2 years, so whatever. It's a 4-year-old truck now, that I ordered 2 years ago, almost. GMC Sierra 3500 dually SLT, so it's not a 3500 Pro like this truck. It's a 3500 HD SLT. Same truck. I don't know really what the difference is, or why, or whatever. So let's get this thing cracked open. Let's take a look at it, and then I think we're gonna build it in this video. As long as we have time, I think we're gonna build it. So let me pop this thing open. Let me get it up on the dyno. We'll take a look at it. Actually, before we look at it, let's take a look at the back. So that is what this truck looks like in real life. It's just your standard, crew cab. Actually, this is extended cab. Extended cab in the picture. Crew cab in real life. GMC 3500 dually. Work truck with a dump box on it. Pretty standard, but pretty cool. Alright, now let's continue opening up and taking a look at it. Alright, so first impression of this truck. This truck is really nice. I did notice, and you can see the F450 in the back with the plow on it. Let's get the spreader right here. I did notice some differences off the bat in the dump box and obviously they're exclusives for different companies. So this guy's for Rockin' Age, this guy's for Carson. So I'm sure the actual diecast company sat down with Greenlight and they went over how they want to build it. So the biggest two things that I've noticed on the box, and I think it's the only two, is the dump box on the GMC is flat black or matte black, where the dump box on the F450 is a gloss black. I also noticed along the bottom here of the rail, which you can see on the GMC, on the F450, they put some striping down the side. If you look right there, Oops, the focus a little bit. Right there. So see that striping down the bottom of the dump box there, the reflective. They put that there. This GMC, let me get you guys back there. It does not have that, which is, you know, whatever. But other than that, I don't have one of the old Dodges from the they're from 2020 anymore. I had one years ago. A couple of years ago, I ended up selling it because I was getting the F450. So I don't have that anymore. But other than that, the dump box is pretty much the same. Here's the back of it. You can get your trailer hitch there. 3 clearance lights down at the bottom. Oops. Like auto focuses. There we go. 3 along the bottom. You have your latch detail there for the latch for the tailgate. And then there's the other side. Pretty good looking truck. The cab itself is your standard 3500 HD GMC cab. Don't think there's much difference between that and the pickup. We'll pull the pickup out so we can take a look. Looks pretty much the same to me. Here, let's just take the plow off the pickup for a minute there, so that way we can check the two of them out together. So it looks pretty much the same to me. The only thing that I have noticed is it looks like the pickups, the front wheels sit further out and kind of higher up. Maybe it's a different tire on the trucks. Yeah, it looks like the dump truck's got like a different wheel in it, and the wheel kind of sits inboard. Where on the pickup, on the dump truck, it sits a little bit more inboard. You can see here, where on the dump truck, it sits wider out, and I think it's a bigger tire. And the grills look pretty much the same. Cab lights are pretty much the same. The blinkers on the mirrors are yellow on the Pro, which is the pickup, and not on the dump truck. And I think that's really pretty much the only differences. And it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah. All right, let me put that back, and then put the plow on it, put it back, and then we'll take a look at some more stuff with it. All right, so the other thing is, yes, the body does dump, which is nice. The bed tailgate does tilt open, which is nice. The bed is plastic, as well as the tailgate, which is good because this truck, just like the F450 in the background, will be getting a spreader. If you guys remember a couple videos back, I made 2 spreaders. This one will go in the bed of this truck with a plow on it, and we'll set it up with, we'll set it up with a plow and everything. I have a third plow, V-plow, for it. So, all right, I guess we might as well build this thing. So, without further ado, the next time you see this truck, it will be built like the 450 back there, and yeah, here it is. And just like that, she is built. So, what did we do? Well, you can see. Now, you'll see a little bit of weirdness, discoloration right there. All that is just I sprayed when I glued on the side rails, the wood rails there. I hit it with Instaset afterwards just to insta-cure the glue that I used. So that'll fade away and you won't see that anymore. That's just right now because it is... Let me shut that light off. Just because it is... it's been sprayed with Instaset. So, what did I do? Well, I added the plow. I added the spreader in the bed. And, well, here, let's take a closer look here. Okay, so on the front, so that's the other F450V plow. what I did was I drilled the F450V plow has where the piece on the plow goes underneath, right up under here. There is 2 pins that stick up, and on the F450s, because the plows come with the F450s, they're drilled in there at the factory, and then the plow just pops into there. So what I have to do is I have to drill those holes. To do that, there's a rivet that's centered in the middle for the middle of when the body gets pinned down in there. So I just center those pins on either side of that rivet, and I just mark tops one with white paint, and I center them and I push it, and it marks where I want to drill, and I just drill the 2 holes in it, and it just pops in. And as you can see, it's not weird, so the plow sits perfectly good on the ground. And if you look at it from the front, it's perfectly centered on the front, so that's perfectly centered right into the middle of the truck. And actually, if I pull the spreader out, we can flip the truck on its side there, and you can see that rivet that I'm talking about. So there's 2 pins, one here and one here, and I center the middle of this plow bracket right on that rivet, and that rivet's about as centered on that truck as you're going to get. And then, so that's how I do that. And then I just drill those 2 holes, which it's a 9/64th bit, for anybody wondering. If you have an F450, you can just check it. I also, on this truck, glued on the side rails. I just have, you can use popsicle sticks or whatever. You just cut them. You can kind of see how they're a little discolored and stuff because right in here, because of that instant set. I mean, I literally glued it and then turned the camera on. So I did those on both sides there, and then on that other side, you can see them right there in that F450. I did them on there as well. I think it makes the bodies look a little bit better because these bodies look kind of weird. These boards were warped a little bit, so it's a little off, but I mean, they're not perfect anyways. They're wood slats on the side of a dump truck, so they're not perfect in any means. And then if you look at my video 2 videos ago, you'll see the spreaders that I made that I dropped into the back of that truck. So now that truck will get sand into the bed of it, and it'll be ready to go out the plow, and I will stage it with the 450, and then on the other side here is the 3500 Pro. So that is my quick, well, not quick, but my review and tutorial, quick tutorial and review of how I built the truck. And obviously the first part of this video was the unboxing of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think, if I'm not mistaken, at times videos made from the trucks I have seen of these, I think this is the first full winter ready plow setup that I've seen on one of these trucks yet. So who knows, but as far as I know from what I've seen online from people making videos and posts and whatever, this is the first snow setup that's been done to one of these trucks. So alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, also check out my eBay. I have a link for that on my Instagram profile. And yeah, and we'll do, this will be, I think I'm going to get a couple more of these and probably build them out eventually. These are the 450s. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm kind of just trying to see which trucks I like best, maybe a mix of each. So probably the 450s, honestly, because they come with the plows. But the 3500s are pretty cool too. So maybe we'll do a mix of both. I don't know yet. We'll see. Eventually, all the fleet's going to end up getting swapped out. Oh, there's that furnace again. All right, guys. Well, that is my cue to end this video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys later.